Carol, thank you very much.
It's said everyone has a novel in them. Soon thousands of people in Britain will be having a go at writing theirs as part of National Novel Writing Month.
It's become a huge international craze with more than 250,000 people trying to write 50,000 words during 1 month, the month of November.
David Sillito went to Brighton to meet some of those taking part.
Chapter 1.
Cerys does it every November.
People spend thousands of pounds on therapy sometimes. All I have to do is spend a month writing a novel.
Simon is determined that this year he'll make it to the end.
I want to just get down and write the novel, and I want it done in a month.
And Eliza is a first-timer.
Will it be any good?
I doubt it. I'd like to think so, but I can't imagine writing that quantity in such a short time that it will be any good at all.
National Novel Writing Month, or NaNoWriMo, lays down a challenge. Can you write a 50,000-word novel in a month? And for some, it's been life-changing.
I went to the printers and watched it coming off the binding machine. It was all I could do to stop myself grabbing the nearest worker in this factory and say, "That's my book, I did that."
Elizabeth Haynes is not alone. Kate Harrison now has a pile of published novels. Nearby, Julia Crouch has become a full-time author, but she has a word of warning.
No one will get a publisher from their 50,000 words if they submitted it on the 1st of December, because it will be pants.
Writing is only the beginning if you want to get published.
This is the manuscript in tray at Caroline Sheldon's literary agency.
We get now 1,000 a month, which is 12,000 a year, and that is just an enormous number to sift through, cope with. So it really matters that each author, when they come to us, presents themselves in the most attractive way possible.
From the air, New York looked to Lara like a catering-sized Croydon.
I know this is going to be the kiss of my life.
The advice is, after November, rewrite, rewrite, rewrite again, because of those 12,000 manuscripts, at most, one will get published. David Sillito, BBC News, Brighton.
Yes, Julia, clutching her book there, and she's with us now. Was that your writing hut? Is that where you create the magic?
A room of your own.
Absolutely,
as Virginia Woolf said.
Bought with graphic
writer
design,
needed.
yeah. Bought with graphic design money, but since turned into a writing hut.
So tell us about how you wrote, because the key thing about this month is it's just getting people to write.
Yes.
And whenever experts are asked, what's the best advice if I want to start as a writer, they say, just write.
Yes, the application of the seat of the pants to the seat of the chair. Absolutely. I think lots of people say, oh, I'd love to write a novel, or I want to be a writer. But yes, the thing is to write, and to write every day, and to develop a writing habit. And that's why NaNoWriMo is so brilliant, because just for that month... NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month. Month of November, you write 50,000 words. That's 1,700 words a day, 7 days a week, come what may. And I have returned from a day at a wedding, completely full of champagne, and still did my 1,700 words. And I think some of them are still in the published book.
Is it helpful, though, if you do it under that kind of pressure, and you write, you're just writing because you have, you've got a deadline, you've got to write that many words.
Yes.
Is it helpful if you don't write very good stuff? I mean, if you read it back and it's a bit rubbish, then is that helpful to your confidence as a...
Don't read it back.
Oh.
Do not read it back. The rule is you move forward, you do not go back, you do not say... Because for me, writing a novel, I always got to the 3rd chapter, went back and read it and thought, oh, God, this is awful, I can't write. With NaNoWriMo, the idea is to move forward, do not revise. You know that you're writing rubbish, but you just need to move on. And you can change it. It's not set in stone. So you can go back and change it completely if you want.
So you read it when you've got to the end of 50,000?
Absolutely, yeah. In fact, I would recommend to anybody doing NaNoWriMo this year, don't read it until the 1st of January. Give yourself a little bit of space and time, because you're too close to it on the 1st of December.
And can I ask you, I mean, it sounds trivial in relative to an entire book, but the opening line of a book, I mean, when you've written your books, has the opening line remained, or have you gone back and changed it?
Always changed, always changed, always changed. And the ending's always changed as well, from the 50,000 word ending. Because, like, for example, my book Cuckoo, the one that got published by Headline, the first of the 3-book deal, the ending was kind of blah, 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 and then they all died. Because I'd reached the end of 50,000 words. I'd reached the end of November, and it just had to finish. And I wanted the whole story arc, and then afterwards, like, at the end of August the following year, I can reconsider the ending.
Would you like to hear Susanna's opening line?
Oh, yes.
She woke up early, too early. The car was already waiting.
No, read it properly. Don't start giggling. Do you want me to read it?
She woke up early, too early. The car was already waiting. What she needed was coffee. What she had was a date with Charlie.
You're following
that's not the thing. That's not really your book, is it?
No, but you asked me to write it while we were on air doing a news programme.
It's brilliant. You're following one of the great dictums of writing, particularly for your first novel or 2 or 3, write what you know.
You see, sorry, Charlie, did you hear Julia, published author, just said that's brilliant?
That's brilliant. She did say that.
Yeah.
I think she's just being
It's full
kind.
of possibility.
Full
Pregnant.
potential is there.
Julia, lovely to see you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank
What an
you.
inspiration you are.
Thank
Brilliant.
you.
1,700 words a day.
Better get started. I've done 10.